False analogy between types of doom. They're gonna fume from how fallacies loom. Cause abortions not like the Holocaust, unless Kristallnacht refers to the womb. For pro-lifers, the logic will be lost, but lines such as these can never be crossed. You can't compare pogroms to medicine. If you try, your reasoning will exhaust. You should try to remain more reticent. False analogies should be jettisoned because one is en masse, one is solo. Plus, abortion isn't as menacing. Pro-choice doesn't have a manifesto. No one says all who's unborn has to go. Just like conservative means too stubborn, its masculinity means primitive. I mean, have you seen those white militias? I don't think they're the least bit cognitive. Bet those nerve blasters make them feel the burn. These outpatients need a dietitian. Guess only commies go on a diet. They look like rats swallowed whole cheeseburgers. There's no patriot without the riot. And I think they're brought by cattle herders. Do they think they're hid in their mossy oak? I don't see any elk, nor any trees. Knuckle-dragging mouth-breathers are a joke. They're as alarming as a gentle breeze.
The Democrats started the Ku Klux Klan. Republicans make sure none will forget. Abolitionists were Republicans, as if parties have an unchanged mindset. Hate and fear show up in the right's brain scan. Now check what a half-truth or lie becomes. Republicans were Whigs and Democrats, and avid supporters of eugenics. Even now, they don't put down welcome mats. And they're more detached than schizophrenics. They wanted to deport all the freed slaves. They thought black and white could never unite. Look at how the Republican behaves. They won't take down their flag without a fight.
The right has a 97 IQ. The left has one at 102. And what is that thing they do to their hat? Are they trying to keep their brain on cue? They'll rub the brim. Flick the tip. What is that? And civil war. They're not fit for combat. They should gnaw on straw to work that slack jaw. That divergent squint. What they looking at? They look like they'd be waving a chainsaw. Should get on their horse and holler, yee-haw. Vanish in the sunset, flicking their tip. Should go where they can be their own grandpa. We won't suffer their drawl slowing their quip. Toward the hills with eyes, I hope a safe trip. Let's get blistery over history. Anger those attempting to whitewash it. They'll say Southern heritage and states' rights, but this lost cause myth, many have squashed it. The real meaning isn't a mystery. It was always used by fierce Southern whites to predict the return of slavery. We need to call it what it is. Treason. It's a phony symbol of bravery. There's no reason. Bad in every season. Went from Confederates to Dixiecrats. Not always official, but as of late, you might not care for the hostile brickbats, but you should learn its history, its hate.
The United States isn't your safe space. No. White is not the superior race. You idiots can't even wear a mask. The left takes rubber bullets to the face. In your conspiracy theories you bask. You run from the left taking you to task. You back mass shooters and sex offenders, but can't do what medical experts ask. The left plays the game. You're non-contenders. You still think there are only two genders. You're shouting, ALM, at protesters while to Corona, you won't surrender. They're tearing down your racist ancestors. They're tweety-foiling you like Sylvester.
Traitorous echoers always larping for Uncle Sam, and they're always harping on about those constitutional rights they mark with a black permanent sharpie. All they do is search for memes and sound bites, then whore themselves with guns for the limelight. They get flirty with Lady Liberty, but she dries up from these simps and white knights. These troglodytes make everything dirty because nothing they believe is sturdy. They'll stage their outrage against flag burning with their IQs no higher than 30. 1776 they're yearning, while learning against them life's turning. Your flight attendant wears a skirt with pants. Your sculptor is a non-binary male. Learn your computer engineer's pronouns. Understanding's what all this should entail, because it's time for all of us to advance. History makes deniers look like clowns when thinking all is one or the other. You will come across many, but not all. There's a spectrum you want to discover. I mean, adjust to a new protocol. It's not new. Your comprehension's recent, so don't be fooled by your intuition. Unless it's a factual agreement, because unity should be your mission. You might hear there is no stupid question. But what if someone doesn't want answers? You know, dull points Covidiots will make. They're less curious than necromancers. Can the brain suffer from indigestion? We need to bludgeon the coiled rattlesnake by forcing them to do their own homework more than phrase a rhetorical device. They irk and perk with their mischievous smirk while they ease on down to fool's paradise. They're burning their masks like they could be cursed. Why take 'em off first? Show real conviction. Geesh. This coronavirus is the worst, like doctor's advice thought malediction.
I don't think they are being satirical, but lyrical with this past miracle reported as an emergency cure that so far has been proved empirical. Well, it was approved through White House pressure, but pessimists fear it a false savior as the carnage becomes enraged till June, which we must wait for as it all endures. Now Trump takes to Twitter like a buffoon, excreting and tweeting like a baboon prepared to take credit for everything like a far-reaching national lampoon. Wish we could be immune to him by spring, but we've got Twinkies, roaches, and right-wing.
Break arbitrary laws like a curfew taking to task the mafia in blue. You're dogpiled and told to stop resisting cause all's safe when those raptors target you. Your presence is a threat, they're insisting. You're arrested for simply existing. Free speech is an unlawful assembly because of law and order they're twisting. Justice seems to be coming up empty until the protests grow incidentally. Especially with bystanders on their phones, and black baggers watching them intently. The whole world's seeing their skulls and crossbones, so as we speak, they're all being dethroned.